everybody. Welcome back to the FlurrySports Podcast. And man, this NFL season's almost done. Regular season's almost done. We got 1 week left, but I can't tell if the season went by quickly or went by unbelievably slow.
Well, hi everybody. I think the catch is that it feels like it's gone by fast, and then I remember, but playoffs is going to take 2 months.
That's true. That's a good point. Like the past couple of weeks have taken forever.
Yeah.
But the season has been kind of quick, but also like the whole point of us doing the headlines, which we'll jump into. It's like Mark Sanchez was stabbed at one point this year, and I can't even pinpoint how long ago that was. I don't know where time is at this point. There's so much that has happened.
The Magic Man choked a man in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
He did. Yeah. That should have been a headline. I mean, it was a big deal for us. It wasn't even a big deal for other people around here, but it was
huge notable for us. Yeah.
He's an NFL quarterback. He can do
correct.
Well,
I think the bigger news for us was that people didn't know who he was. And we're like, come on. If you know a fourth quarterback for the Packers, it should be him.
Exactly. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Packer quarterbacks for sure. The Magic Man, Are you kidding me?
That's a funny list. We'll do that sometime. Who's number 4?
Kind of is he not?
I think it would technically be
Dickey?
Yeah, Dickey. Dickey or Malik Willis. Getting close.
It's getting very close. Very, very close. I love that it's taken Malik Willis for the fan base to be torn on Jordan Love. Now everyone's like, you know what? Maybe he's not that good. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I watched the Packer game and I was like, I've learned nothing. I've learned nothing from this game. I've reached no new conclusions.
The Packers are technically a playoff team.
You know what I think has to be frustrating for Malik Willis is, did that game make or lose him money?
It had to have made him money. Had to. Someone's going to pay him.
I don't know. I heard someone afterwards be like, Malik doesn't want too much tape out there. And I'm like, what are we even doing then? What do you
Yeah, that's his worry at this point. He's just trying to show enough. Just enough.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's been a weird week. This is an old man take, but I think it's true. I think I'm fine with one of them. I'm hip enough. I can hang out with one of these things. You make me get 6 streaming services to watch the NFL. Fine. I kind of have 6 streaming services anyway. You do that and you make me check my calendar. Are they playing tonight, Friday, Saturday also? And what channel they're on? I'm going to miss a full game. Don't even know it happened. I missed the noon Saturday game. Didn't know it existed.
It is an old man take to complain. And I was surprised at how many people complain. Like, I am not getting Peacock. Like, fuck you. You have Peacock. You just want to make a statement. Like, we know you got it. You watch Vanderpump Rules. Everybody did. Scandal? Are you kidding me?
Peacock upped their subscription, dude. Now it's only Bravo things you get. Which, by the way, try and get me. That's all we want. That's all I need is Bravo.
True. It's like, there's so many people who are like, Peacock, are you kidding me? Ask your wife. She has it. Like, she has Peacock. I guarantee it.
Well, and like, I'm so fine. This rant is making it here. I'm so mad at Peacock specifically because I couldn't watch the Packer game without upgrading. I was like, fine, whatever.
Okay.
It's a Pirate's life for me. You know, I take to the seas. I do what I need to do. I learned, Zach, can't watch Traders because it's a Peacock original without upgrading. That's tough.
Interesting. Okay.
Can't watch any WWE product. I've been the most supportive Peacock Bravo husband ever, because when we got together like 3 years ago, Claire was like, I really want to keep paying for Peacock because I watch Bravo on it. And I'm like, you will get no argument from me. Aye, Captain, because all they have is Bravo and WWE. Now, I can't even watch old shows. Everything WWE related is under a paywall.
On Peacock? This
on
is the
Peacock.
Thing
I already have Peacock.
WWE creates more content than anybody else. It's absolutely everywhere. And they continue to make it a scavenger hunt for their fans.
It's unbelievable. And I'm starting to feel that way with the NFL. And also, by the way, don't make me look for fucking Jags Titans. Like, you know, Like, put something where I can find it, because I'll watch football just because I'm a dog, dude. I got to watch all the games, but I'm not
Yeah.
hunting for the Panthers game. Maybe this year I am, but normally, no chance.
Right. Yeah. Different Raiders or something like that.
Raiders.
You're hunting for Panthers.
Raiders, Giants, wildly one of the games of the week, but it's like, I'm not looking for it. Put it in front of me. I'll watch it. Have a good time.
True. I guess I wasn't if I was on the side of I didn't have it, trust me, I would have been very vocal.
But I have it. That's what made me mad. I have it, but
Sure.
they made you get an upgrade.
That's weird. I didn't know that was even the case.
So I think that's most of the thing with Peacock is a lot of folks have now they all want you to have the premium packages of every single platform. Which again, if I had to get the premium packages and they were all on Saturday, Sunday, I could make that sacrifice. But it's the combo of it where it's like, I'm afraid I'll get the premium package to Apple TV and still miss the game because it's on Friday at 2 p.m.
I think the Peacock of it all is fine. Maybe the possible title, by the way. I think that is fine to get upset about. I heard people on Christmas be like, I'm not getting Netflix to watch NFL. If you don't have Netflix at this point, on you. Like, I don't have, no one should feel bad about that. You are way too far behind at this point. We can't feel bad about you. We're not going to back up the truck and have you, jump in. We left. It is what it is. We're gone. Catch up.
Well, no, you're 65. And like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get Netflix, watch a game.
But the NFL does this type of stuff to anger its fans because it knows the loyalty can't be shook, right? The closest we got was Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. That was close. Fucker, stand up. It's our national anthem, God damn it. But with like bye weeks and stuff, the NFL likes to do experiments in front of our faces to make everything kind of worse for the short time. So they're doing weird things with bye weeks. Packers got a week 5 bye and then has to play a million weeks in a row because they're going to add another week and add another bye week. They're doing this with the streaming services because they're going to launch their own streaming service.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, you know what? We get you. We hate all these streaming services too. Why don't you buy this one for $40 a month, but it's just during the season. Like, it's going to be okay. And you're going to do the math. It's like, I guess it's kind of cheaper, even though you're going to keep all the other ones because there's one you want to watch Traders. You know what I mean? Someone wants to watch Survivor. So like everyone's going to keep all the other stuff, but the NFL is going to do this. There was already news, I think last year, of just like an all sports streaming service. Like, I think it's going to be like NFL, NBA, all of it together, which makes sense because nobody can watch NBA games. Nobody can watch your local MLB game, which is insane. Like, they're making it impossible to watch because sports fans are the most loyal of anything.
I think the Twins still have a contract with the dead company. I think the Twins still
Bally Sports
have a broadcast deal with Bally Sports. So they technically they have to bootleg their own games. This is my baseball fan warning from the perimeters. I think the NFL should be careful of the only negative consequence that could come from this because no one's going to stop watching the NFL. Mm-hmm. That said, I think I can see it now, and I was never able to see it before. I think it is a possibility. There's people who will now only watch their own team's games. And as a baseball fan, I'm like, I don't know if that's what you want to like tease. We like football, but are people like that crazy about it that I'm going to get 6 things so that I can watch all the games? I don't think so. Like, I think
it has going for it is the dying of loyalty to a team. Because everyone's a fantasy football player now, and people are becoming more fans of players versus teams.
I think this could chase people back to it, though. I agree with you for now. I think that's the outlook. I would also say, like, an all sports streaming service sounds great. I think they're making too much. I think the leagues want this to be the deal where they're getting paychecks from 5 different companies. So the league's going to be like, oh, what are we going to do? It's in 6 places. It's like the NBA who purposely broke up their broadcasting, and they're like
that is going to be a situation where it's like the stars are aligning for Jeff Bezos to buy everything, it's just like, okay, NFL is prime and Dion's going to be right there advertising it.
And that's where I'm saying though, because like fans would be pro that, whoever it is, Bezos or whatever. So that's a league being anti that thing of like, we don't want you on one spot. So it'll be interesting, but I think that's crazy. And then we'll talk more about it next week when we fix everything. So tune into that episode. But that, and like, do you have to kill every other league, NFL? Like they're just determined, like, you're not going to watch the NBA. You're not going to watch college football. You're watching us, motherfuckers.
I completely agree. And I'm going to take a call here in 1 second. This is usually your thing. So I'm going to take a call. I want you're in charge of the headlines this week.
Great.
Until I jump back in. I have a vote for, I think maybe the streaming service scavenger hunt could be a headline, potentially. But
I think it's fair. Who's on TV? Oh, great. This never happens. Segment. Should I talk about baseball? So you can still hear me. Okay, great. The big headlines from this week, I'm going to start with an easy one because I was thinking back at what happened, as Zach alluded to. There's so much stuff that happened. I'm like, was it this week or last week? I think the ongoing storyline is what the hell is happening in the AFC North. So I think a big piece to follow for me is the Cleveland Browns game of it all. And when Zach comes back, we'll get more of his opinions on Myles Garrett and that story developing out of it. But you get the Shedeur Sanders effect, where my favorite meme of the weekend was Dion being disappointed with everything his son does. So that was good. But the fact that the AFC North has played themselves into, we're one game away from Ravens playing themselves back into the playoffs. And as we said 3 weeks ago, I think the Ravens are the one team nobody wants.
After Derrick Henry, absolutely. Yeah,
no,
screw that.
Crazy. Nobody wants them. Like, it's insane because if they make the playoffs, I think it's almost like them and the Bills, even though they're wild card teams, it's like, oh, I don't want to play you. You're the team that I'm most afraid of. Yeah.
And if Lamar looks a little bit like Lamar, which he hasn't in a while, like, they're just, last year they were the most dangerous offense, except for maybe Detroit. Like, they were incredible. And now their defense is playing good. Who knows?
And I just checked. I was a little like, do the Steelers need a win to be 500? They do not. They've synced it up again.
Yep. They're already good to go. That's fine.
So it's like, that is insane. I also think with that game, Zach, the reason I was also like, this is a headline is, well, you have the Myles Garrett, for people who haven't heard, Myles Garrett claims the Steelers didn't win because they were too preoccupied helping him break the sack record.
Right. They did not want the sack record to be broken against them, and that's why they lost the game.
Insane.
Do you think that's a good take? By the way, Myles Garrett was just trolling because he knew everyone would do this.
Yeah. Myles Garrett, here's my theory. I guess this is Myles Garrett is trolling because Myles Garrett was getting very upset with people asking about how the fact he feels about being on a fucking terrible team. Because the other big moment was someone asking him, you said before the season started, all you care about is winning, and you have 3 wins. So how you doing? And he's like, oh no, sack record. So I think he's a little bit deflecting, but I think, listen, does anyone ever want him to get a bunch of sacks?
Well, okay, so we all agree the Browns are a bad team. Is that what we're all agreeing to? Do you agree?
I agree. I think they're a bad team.
Okay, so, and we think Myles Garrett's a good player, right? One of the best?
Yep.
I don't know who else I'm afraid of on the Browns. I guess I would try to stop their best player.
I also love the fact that people haven't stopped. Like, it's a weird thing for him to suggest, now that teams know I'm close to the record, I'm
trying to stop.
The cat's out of the bag, baby. I'm good.
Yep. He also got no sacks against the Steelers earlier in the year, but the Steelers won that game. So I guess maybe the strategy works. I'm not sure. But the Eagles were pretty lucky that they won against the Bills, because I was watching. They were trying to stop Josh Allen the entire game. I think they were focusing too much on that.
By the way, Bills immediate karma for the Lions game.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
should have won that game. But it's insane to be like, oh, they tried to stop their best player. And also, this is my thing. I think you're going to love this take. Are you ready for this? I think every defensive player, even Myles Garrett, wants to be Calais Campbell. I think you can look at anyone's career. It's like, I think that's who they're all secretly jealous of because he's played for like 20 fucking years. And he does this every year genuinely, which is at some point in the year, he gets like 4 sacks in a game because people forget he's as good as he is. Like the year he led the league in sacks, and everyone's like, who's Calais Campbell? Like it was his Jags unit. It's like, he's a 9-year veteran, and he always gets 10 sacks. Stop not teaming Calais Campbell. And that's not you. That's not you, Miles. I'm sorry.
He honestly has had the perfect career. You're completely right. Because he's done that, but also he started with the Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
He left for a paycheck, and then he kept playing forever. Now he's back with the Cardinals and was welcomed with open arms. I don't think that any Cardinals fan dislikes him whatsoever, even for leaving. I think everyone understands. Like, he is beloved by everybody, including the fan base where he started. He comes back home for a homecoming, even though it's probably the only team that wanted to pay him. He was paid a shit ton to go to Jacksonville, of all places, to play with Blake Bortles. Yeah. And, I mean, it's insane. Like, he's had the perfect career. Is he a Hall of Famer? I'm trying to think. Like, he's probably...
I think he might. I'm going to see if he's gotten a Super Bowl with the Ravens.
I don't think... No. He didn't get a Super Bowl. But if anyone is arguing Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, I would put him ahead of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, he's okay. 2020 to 2022 with the Ravens, so they missed the Joe Flacco Super Bowl. That's what I was wondering. But since 2008, so he's been in the league for 17 years.
Yeah,
going on 18 at his position. That's insane.
Does he have any All Pros? One?
No,
2?
multiple. He's first team All Pro once, second team All Pro twice. So 3 total, 6-time Pro Bowler, but he made the All Decade team. The 2010s All Decade team.
That's a big one, I guess, is because he was played every fucking season of that. But
he's also
three All Pros in 17 years, which isn't that great of a hit rate.
No,
but it's a similar thing to like Joe or Phillip Rivers, where it's like he was never the edge rusher.
Yeah, if you were gonna put money, and I know this isn't what they mean, but he will. You could bet on it. He's making it in when he gets to committee because I knew he had one of these. I didn't realize he had all of them. He's won literally every "You're a Good Person" award you could win.
True.
He's won Walton Payton, Alan Page Community Award, Bart Starr Award, and Art Rooney Award. So
that's a good point. I'm gonna do.
So there's no world where his peers don't put him in.
I'm about to do a really fun, quick deep dive because I'm going to try to find out who Calais Campbell's first sack was against.
Oh, I love that.
And
2008, I'm guessing.
Looks like he didn't get a single one his rookie year. What a scrub.
Okay.
So, unless did he get one in the playoffs? He made the playoffs his first year. No sacks. Okay.
Wait, he's the one. He had his hand in Aaron Rodgers' mask.
He did. He also had a 16-yard kick return in his rookie year as well. Okay. First was a half a sack against Jacksonville. And it was David Garrard.
Yes, that's great. That's perfect.
I mean, that tells you he faced a team a team that also had Mercedes Lewis, who is still in the NFL. They're essentially the same exact player, just different sides of the football. But Maurice Jones-Drew played. Torrey Holt was on the Jaguars, which I do not remember. That's kind of a crazy. He got a sack in a game where Torrey Holt played. Also, Kurt Warner played, but Kurt Warner was on Arizona.
Yeah. Calais Campbell is, by the way, all-time ref guess guy.
True. Listen to the running backs on Arizona that game. Tim Hightower, who's awesome. Beanie Wells.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about Beanie Wells.
Beanie Wells. What a great callback. Yeah. That Cardinals team ruled. The Kurt Warner Cardinals were awesome.
Oh, for sure. And then like defensively, they had Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Was he throwing
Obviously.
to Anquan Bolden?
Yeah. Anquan and Fitz was there.
Yeah.
Two good running backs. Matt Leinart was the backup quarterback. He got a little run in this game.
As he was, yes.
Lots of great players on this team. Will Davis is there.
Yeah. I think Calais Campbell is it's so hard to get in as a defensive lineman. I think he'll get in. Yes. I don't know what the metrics are, but I would guess he's with all of them. But the point is, Myles Garrett ain't him, you know? He might be better, but I just think he can't get away with saying shit like that. But would you say that the Steelers in the AFC North is one of the headlines?
Is it the Steelers? I honestly don't even know.
I just think between the attention the Browns are getting, the attention the Ravens are getting, and the attention the Steelers are getting, I thought it's also one of the only playoff things up for Jeopardy, truly, next week. So I was like, that's definitely a storyline to follow, is that game.
Like, I almost think, if we're talking AFC North, I think Derrick Henry was the much bigger headline.
That's fair.
The week.
Jesus
King
Christ.
Henry rises from the dead. He has the most carries in his entire career in a game. At age, 45.
By the way, this next game, it should all be play action.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, fake it. They'll bite every time.
No, why wouldn't they? 100%. Play action and draws. It's like Madden. It'll work every time.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I think Derrick Henry took over. Honestly, my two votes are like King Henry is back. King Henry takes the throne. And then it could be the streaming service scavenger hunt. People were pissed, and it was everywhere, and it was the entire week. It was a week-long fiasco of every game on a different channel. There's NFL Network mixed in as well. Some people don't have that. Peacock, Netflix. It was a wild week.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. I'm trying to look at other ones quick to see if I'm missing anything, but besides
Bears,
that,
Niners, people are saying maybe game of the year.
That game was great. I don't know, Phillip Rivers being like, I'm done again.
Yeah. He might play week 18. Who knows?
I thought it was weird that he was like wrapping it up now.
Oh, another headline was Dolphins become the first team since the 20s, I think it was a Jim Thorpe team, to give up or to lose games by 20 plus points 4 games in a row.
Yeah, that's insane.
Pretty good. And that team, notably, there was multiple or at least one player on the team who played football because he was trying to sell dogs. It wasn't he just wanted the publicity. He's trying to move some dogs.
God damn it. Yeah, I know.
That's why.
Hey, did the Lions eliminate themselves this week or was that fucking last week?
That was this week. That was Christmas. Merry Christmas.
That's the storyline. Them missing the playoffs is big.
It is big. It was, another headline, I guess, was the Christmas quarterbacks we got.
Yeah.
Like there's just insane Brosmer, there was Oladukin or whatever his name is. There's another one, I don't know, but it was just a complete nightmare. I don't know, but yeah. Lions killing themselves. Like the only person who can take out Dan Campbell is Dan Campbell. It's kind of what it felt like.
I'm sorry. I did just look. NFL.com should be arrested at how they're portraying this. I'm looking at the playoff picture. Okay. They have, at least they did it to the Steelers too. They have the Panthers listed as on the bubble. They're technically in, you motherfuckers. Don't list them as on the bubble. Like they listed both of them as on the bubble. They're in currently. Why would you do that? Or they're in the hunt. That's what it's listed. Mm-hmm. And then they have on the bubble, and it's just the Ravens and the Bucks.
It's like, a different tiered system. Yeah, there's in the hunt, on the bubble, and then there's eliminated. There's also like a lurking section too. But yeah, it's quite the tiered system for the NFL playoffs. Pretty
the 4 seed can't be in the hunt. They're currently in it.
They're in the hunt. They're in the hunt. They're in the process. They are in the mix to be sure.
When did they ditch the X and the Y? I spent a long time learning what those meant, clinching certain spots.
Some teams have an X and a Y, do they not? But Panthers do not. They haven't clinched a thing, but they are in the hunt to do so.
No, NFL.com has ditched X and Y. It's just everyone's
Really?
in. We haven't told you. Everyone's clinched except the in the hunt teams. And then up top, it just says there's one available playoff spot.
Okay. You know what? And they're hunting for it, aren't they?
And no one's clinched. The Seahawks have clinched the 1 seed, haven't they? Why didn't they put that in there?
They haven't clinched the 1 seed.
They haven't because of the Niners.
Jake, I got a PowerPoint coming up. It's going to explain to you everything. Don't you worry.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I would say the 2 headlines. Let's do the streaming service and then Derrick Henry.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. So King Henry takes the throne.
And Randy, these are good questions. Maybe we'll wrap up with these. These are good.
Answer one right now while I
does the Cardinals coach get fired because it's related to NFL?
I don't think so, but he deserves to.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because who's the upgrade? And also hard to punish a guy for being in a good division.
True. And I think they have a decent team. They got screwed. Their backfield got screwed. They need a couple people on defense still, and then they just need a quarterback. What I will say is if they do somehow decide to fire head coach and GM or even just head coach, I was thinking about this today. That might be the destination quarterback landing spot. Who wouldn't want to go there? Because we've seen what Jacoby Brissett's doing. Brissett has earned this job. He's going to get replaced for sure. So if I'm Kirk Cousins, that's where I want to go. Great weather, pretty good offensive line. And you got Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. They probably draft another guy. Whoever gets to go to Arizona is feeling really, really good about it. I think it's super interesting.
Yeah, I think that is a great one. I'm also looking up the race for the 1 pick because they only have 3 wins. For a team that I don't think is that bad, they could.
Raiders pretty much got it locked up though. They figured it out.
Yeah, well, they lost. Yeah, lost to the Giants. That's the way you do that. Yeah.
I mean, you also kick Max Crosby out of the building too.
Yeah, doesn't that help? Yeah, the Raiders basically have it locked up. If they won, I'm wondering if they won, what would happen with the Jets, Titans, and Cardinals, because they also all have 3 wins.
Right. And so where are the Saints in this at the moment?
The Saints have played themselves kind of.
What place are
the
they?
Saints are now 6-10. So they're the 8 seed, but they're tied at 6-10 with the Chiefs and the Bengals. So they're the 8 seed. But if they win a game, they'll drop to maybe they could drop all the way. There's a 7-win team of 14. There's some weird ties and things happening.
What a dumb team. You deserve this.
Bad.
And by the way, Bengals in that, I bet Bengals lose this week. You know who they face?
Who?
Myles Garrett. Think he sets the sack record against Joe Burrow?
100%.
Think he raises the bar a few times in that game as well? I do.
And then they have 5 wins. 5 wins doesn't hurt you because there's no 5-win teams. That's weird. By the way, if you're ever curious what a good franchise this fucking is, the Rams are sitting cool at the 11 seed with 6 wins because of a trade with the fucking Falcons.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, they play the Falcons tonight. So you beat the Falcons and you get a better draft pick.
Correct. You control your own destiny.
Right.
They keep them at 6 wins.
It's incredible. What a good spot to be in.
Because that could, with tiebreakers, that could move them. Teams 8 through 11 have 6 wins. So let's say they win, they stay there. Chiefs, Bengals, or Saints win next week, you could jump all the way up to 8th place. That's crazy.
Stupid.
I think their GM, though, should lose some cred because he said fuck them picks, and now he's got
fuck those picks, but not these picks.
If that's what he meant, that really got me. That's very funny. If that's what he meant, fuck you, because that's every GM's perspective.
Well,
Fuck these ones.
Yeah.
I like other ones though.
Absolutely.
It's not a philosophy. It's just a moment. Yeah.
This year he's going to say, hey, fuck with these picks. It's going to be great.
It's crazy. Randy, by the way, I guess that was my answer to does the Cardinals coach get fired? I don't think so.
Okay. Very good. Do you want to do a quick check-in on our loser draft, or should we just jump into breaking down what we got going?
Let's do loser draft and then jump into the playoff scenarios.
Great. So let me bring this up. So Jake and I did a draft earlier in the season, trying to pick which teams were going to lose the most games. And then we did, as all drafts do, we did a little trade we each got to pick one. We got to swap one team with the other person. And this is what we ended up getting here. Why is this not even a choice? What's going on here? Okay, here we go. So, obviously, there's a game yet tonight. The Falcons and the Rams play. Neither of us have the Rams. You do have the Falcons. But this has really taken off down the stretch. We were very, very close just a couple of weeks ago. And unfortunately,
damn.
I mean, you started out so hot. You got the Saints, who decided to go on a heater to end the season for no reason. People are essentially lobbing them pitches, and they're just hitting them out of the park, and they're feeling good about it. Just a sec. There we go.
Oh, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jacksonville.
Then you went Giants and Jets. Very good. But yeah, you have, unfortunately, the Seahawks and Patriots, who have 3 losses each. And then Jacksonville decided to go crazy.
My middle of the draft, you skipped over. The Bears are there.
The Bears are there too. Yeah, you found some good ones. Jake only picks winners. He picks some of the best teams in the league. Neither of us knew that was going to happen.
I think 4 possible top 2 seeds.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Absolutely. And the yellow ones are the ones we traded. I believe you gave me the 49ers for the Falcons, I believe, which was a good one for you.
Yeah.
And then I stole the Titans and gave you Jacksonville. But yeah,
that's a great value trade for you.
Yeah.
The way the year went.
Yeah. Titans bad. Cardinals ended up being a good value. Raiders are going to Raiders. Dolphins was a good middle pick. But yeah, I mean, who thought Patriots were going to be good? Who thought Seattle was going to do that? Who thought Bears were going to do that? And by the way, if the Bears lose one game earlier in the season, I do fully believe they would have collapsed and you would have probably beat me. Like, that's how the Bears are. Next year, they may have 10 losses.
Okay, who was unpicked? I want to see if there was like value that I missed or if it was just selection.
I mean, Chiefs for sure. Rams, Chiefs, Philadelphia. How many do we got here? We got 2 through, so we got 10, 20. So
we're missing 12 teams. Okay.
Teams.
Detroit
would have been a good one for sure.
Yeah. Then in the East, wait, someone took the Giants, right?
Did no one take Washington? Neither of us took Washington. Oh my God,
no one took Washington. Jaden Daniels and his fucking leg, dude. No one believed in injuries.
Chargers. Did neither of us take the Colts? Yes, I took Colts.
Yeah, pretty high. Well, that's another one. The Colts ended up being fine for you. Early in the year, that was like terrible.
Right. Tampa, I don't think either of us took.
No.
Ended up losing a bunch of games.
So Washington instead of one of my playoff teams would have been big swing.
I mean, Washington 12 losses, Detroit 8 losses.
Those would have been good.
Buccaneers 9 losses, but I mean, no one truly thought. Even the people who predicted the Lions to miss the playoffs, like
because otherwise, I mean, there's no huge misses. That is kind of crazy because I was just about to say I feel really good about my Minnesota pick because I was determined that they were going to be bad. But it's just kind of crazy because they were the worst team in the NFC North, but they're not that bad. They're just like
no, they're a good team. They're just a quarterback away.
Yeah. I think they seem worse because people remember what their quarterback could have been.
Right. Somehow Sam Darnold is the savior right there for Seattle.
Well, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, even if you want to get crazy and say they could have had Aaron Rodgers.
They could have. They turned down Rodgers.
Right. I was going to say, I think that's pretty confirmed, right? Like that's a known. Yeah. So
there's still a chance they get Rodgers next year. If he decides not to retire, there's a decent chance he goes there or stays with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I would say those are the two.
Because that's such a different team with that. Because when you were talking about scariest offenses, I think the Vikings offense last year, when they're healthy, is just fucking terrifying. But we get to see it so rarely now. But
no kidding.
Damn, what a draft. What a move by you to get Tennessee. That's the one that I'm a little surprised. Even us not taking Tennessee till 10th. I'm like, what the fuck? I know there was a trade.
I think you took them here. I think that's what happened. I think that's where we swapped. I think I took Atlanta maybe here, and then I took Tennessee. I know you gave me San Francisco.
Oh, I think we did. One of us took... Yeah. Like Atlanta, see, were the bad ones, and then we flip-flop.
The thing of that, you started your draft with Saints, Giants, Jets, Titans. It was 10, 13, 13, 13. Like, you nailed this top.
My middle pack, I hear you, Zach, and I appreciate you bucking me up. My middle pack could win the Super Bowl. If these were teams I bet on, I missed so hard in the middle. You didn't really... Your middle is where you found your stride, because in the middle you hit Miami,
right?
Arizona, Dallas, and then the trade for Tennessee. But like, you got value just all the way through. You almost missed on Carolina.
I know.
Arguably still did.
I did, yeah. I mean, talking about Super Bowl potential play.
It's just hard when that was the difference. Looking at the things, your misses are 500 teams. My misses are. Super Bowl contenders.
Super Bowl contenders. Yeah. Great teams. You found them. You said Seattle doesn't have enough attention. I'm going to highlight them.
Yeah. Because here's my thing. I remember saying out loud with New England and Cincinnati, I picked them back to back because I was like, one of you is going to be good, but one of you will be bad. So I feel fine about New England because I knew that I was like, one of you is a playoff team. I just can't figure out which one. Chicago and Seattle is truly baffling. Chicago. They are truly sleepless in Seattle.
I mean, there is still many alternate realities where the Bears were the worst team in the NFC North. Like, I don't think that's that big of a miss.
No, those alternate realities are like the last play of about 8 games this year.
Yeah. Like, even last year, I said this is a very, very talented team. They were not the least talented NFC North team last year.
Yeah.
It's just they're the Chicago Bears.
Does Ben Johnson go back to Detroit when they fire Dan Campbell?
Maybe. It'll be interesting to see how much it takes for them to fire Dan Campbell, because I think
if they miss the playoffs next year, I will become the strongest Dan Campbell defender on play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, a guy just is a good coach. He drives me like
people legitimately were calling for him this year, and it's like, learn your lesson from Jim Caldwell. What do you like? Do you want to do this again?
You don't even have an excuse to be racist this time.
No. Dan Campbell just likes Applebee's and he shouts a lot. It's fine. He cries all the time too.
I will say, every defense I have for Dan Campbell does make me be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't fire LaFleur, because some of it's true for both. And I'm like, oh damn it, maybe we should keep him.
LaFleur is getting blamed for this last loss.
That's crazy. See, this is what we do. We blame LaFleur for everything.
I don't like LaFleur, but it's like, did you watch the offense? Because I don't think that was the issue.
No, and we make bad arguments, because then it's like, then we have to defend him, and then we won't fire him, and it's like, but I also watched the Dallas game.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't blame him for Carolina, because if Carolina makes the playoffs, I'll be so sad. Or misses, sorry, almost backwards spoke. I want them in because they're magical.
If Tampa Bay pulls out a win just to look like they have been over the past 2 months, the first round of the playoffs,
that sucks.
It's like that. It's just, then for sure Todd Bowles deserves to be fired. Because why did you get our hopes up? Why did you send Bryce Young, who I don't really think is good, home? Even though he is playing, I don't know if he's playing good. I was going to say he's playing pretty good. I don't think he is, but they are a good team.
I want Rico Dowdle versus Christian McCaffrey.
Give it to me. Who's better? I don't know.
I tell you what, I can tell you who's going to have more carries that game.
Can you? I don't know.
I think if they make the playoffs, Dowdle's going to have 72 carries. I think it's going to be insane.
He absolutely should.
You can't lose that game and go, you should have gave him the ball more. That's the one thing you can't say, you know?
I mean, that's Baltimore Ravens every game this season.
I think they should make it and then bring Greg Olsen out of the booth.
Why not? Hey, Cam Newton's been complaining about why he didn't get a shot with the Colts. Let him come play.
No, you stepped on my joke a little bit, but I'm going to flip it on you. Everyone but Cam. Everyone but Cam. Greg Olsen back. Steve Smith Sr. back. Not who's in Carolina. Oh, Kuechly, that's good.
Why not Julius Peppers? Long time.
Let's line it. Rivera's playing D-line.
Yeah, not even coaching for sure. Yeah.
Well, we figured out coaching. I'm not taking it away from Dave. He's got it.
He's earned it. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Rob Rivera, special teams coach. You can't tell me he wouldn't get those boys zooming.
I mean, he would be fully lost out there, and I would really like to watch that too.
Starburst. Run it out. Yeah. What play we run. It's a reference for 5 people. All right, Zach, hit me with your PowerPoint, dude.
Okay, so there's a lot happening in the NFL, so I think it's only fitting we go back to business school here and we create a PowerPoint. Does everything look good on your screen here?
Yes, we're loaded, ready to go.
Okay, so NFL playoffs start in 2 weeks. We're heading into the final week of the season. We are all pursuing Super Bowl LIX in San Francisco. And Jake, the road to the Super Bowl, when does it start?
Now.
Damn right, it starts right now. Here we go. So, week 18, what are the current standings? Here we go. So for the AFC, currently the Broncos at 13-3 have that top spot. Patriots, same record at 13-3, and the Jaguars are also still in the mix for the number 1 seed at 12-4.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Jake took 2 of those teams on his loser draft. So then we got Pittsburgh Steelers technically in the playoffs or in the hunt at 4. And winner of the AFC North game we'll get to in a little bit will be the 4 seed. Then we got Houston, Chargers, Bills at 5, 6, 7. All of them are in. They cannot fall out. Chargers already announced they are arresting Justin Herbert and probably other starters for this game. The matchups we got already, very interesting. If everything stays the same, I mean, Bills and Patriots for the 3rd time is extremely interesting to me. Chargers, Jaguars in a throwback of a complete collapse a couple of seasons ago. That's very interesting to me. Then NFC side, not as much can shift. And again, just there's the number 4 seed is the only team that can fall out, and it would be a switch. Panthers are at the 4 seed right now. It would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They play on Saturday. They will kick off week 18. So week 4 or seed 4 in the NFC is decided with the first game of the weekend, and seed 4 in the AFC is decided with the final game of the weekend. Bears are the 2nd seed right now. And the only other team that's fully locked in on the NFC, the only team really locked in the NFC, is the Packers at the 7th seed. Nothing can change. So, Bears are in a very interesting situation, Jake. If the Bears win, they are the 2nd seed. Do they intentionally lose so they don't have to play the Packers for the 3rd time this season?
And if they lose, they're guaranteed 3. Right?
If they lose and the Eagles win. If the Bears lose and Eagles lose, nothing changes there.
Right. I think they want to play the Packers again because I don't think you want any part of the NFC West team that ends up at 6.
Probably. I mean, I think I would
without
agree as
Micah and with banged up Packers. But I get the man. I was just thinking the Packers' health makes it so hard because otherwise I'd be like, you don't want to play. We definitely want the Bears.
Oh, for sure.
There's no like Packers are like, please have that be the outcome.
For sure. Rams currently at 6, the 6th seed. 49ers at the 5 seed. However, 49ers play the Seahawks on Saturday as well. 49ers are in a very interesting situation because if they win, they are the 1 seed. And not only is that notable because that means they get a home game all the way the rest of the way, right? And the game is in San Francisco this week as well. But the Super Bowl's in San Francisco. So the 49ers are in a position, if they win, every single game will be at home. They do not have to travel whatsoever, which is a pretty sweet deal. We shall see if they can make that happen. But regardless, if they end up losing and the Rams win tonight, Rams can move up to the 5 seed. That 5 seed is very prestigious because everyone wants to play the Panthers instead of the Eagles, I would say.
It's huge. My only question was going to be, I also can't think of a team that would benefit more from the bye than the 49ers. Like everybody's got injuries, but the 49ers got guys that could come back with a bye.
Yes. Trent Williams now injured last game. That's massive. George Kittle, obviously. Yeah, a bunch of people. Fred Warner supposedly could come back if they make the Super Bowl. We shall see if that happens. You forget how far away the Super Bowl is, like you talked about earlier in the show. The playoffs are 2 months long. The Super Bowl is well over a month away. So that is the standings right now.
Crazy.
Okay, now in the hunt, Jake. We talked about this already before.
Insane. I hate this slide. I'm glad you put it on one side. This is so fucking dumb.
It is dumb. I wanted to highlight it as well. There's 2 teams that are in the hunt. However, there are 2 teams that are on the bubble, Jake. However, all the bubble teams are hunting, and the teams that are hunting are also on the bubble. So the Steelers...
The Buccaneers should sue for still being ranked. How dare you put an 11 next to my name?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm 8, motherfucker, because I could be in.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, exactly. That is so stupid. That's a good point. But like I said earlier, ranking where they are on the playoffs right now, nothing matters. The winners of these 2 games will claim the 4 seed. Because the divisional winner gets to host a playoff game, they get the 4 seed even with a bad record. So winner lives on. They get to host a game. Loser goes home. Lots of questions to be had. Now, if this is complicated, you're correct. Here we go. NFC. And the AFC's worse.
I love
this. Is awesome. Okay. So you can see my mouse, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So if the Rams win tonight against the Falcons, which they should, this whole bottom half gets completely cut off. This is the only thing that matters then. So let's hope that happens for simplicity's sake. If you see a gray box here, that means the game result does not matter in this scenario. So as you can see, 1 seed will either be San Francisco or Seattle, and it truly just depends on who wins that game. Whoever wins that game gets the 1 seed. Packers, no matter what, are the 7 seed. Chicago, again, if they win, they have the 2 seed. If they and Philadelphia both lose, then Chicago still stays at the 2 seed. Philadelphia cannot drop further than the 3 seed. 4 seed, NFC South winner, easy peasy. And then the Rams can either go from 5 or 6, depending on the win and depending on what the other team that drops is. This NFC is pretty simple, to be completely honest. Any questions here?
Well, things to talk about just on the bottom, so where it gets complex if Atlanta wins.
Yes.
What's the scenario that Carolina locks itself in up top? Is that just if Tampa loses?
Yeah, Carolina and Tampa play. Nothing changes. It is just if Carolina wins, then they win.
Okay.
Essentially.
Okay. And then no questions. I guess my only thing is all right, so all the seeds that are up for grabs, including, the 1 seed is the most straightforward because it's just, like you said, those 2 teams are going to be in there and everybody wants the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I guess because that's the easiest to talk about. I feel like that's so much more prestigious than the AFC side.
Yes.
No, I guess it's both. Well, I was going to add in the factor that it's you don't want anything to do on the AFC side. I'm more worried about the 4 seed. I guess that's the thing is you miss a bye here, but if you're if you're not the 1 seed, you're the 5 seed. So at least you still play Carolina. You just don't get a bye. The AFC side, you might have to play the Ravens, which we'll get to in a second.
Yeah.
Or the Steelers. I mean, that fucking sucks. So I know it could be a lot of things, but I was just going to ask, what is your prediction? And that might come up, but like, what do you think is going to be how this shakes out? If you had to predict the most likely outcome, just based on who we know is playing, it would be Green Bay 7, because we know that for sure.
Yep.
What's the most likely 6?
Okay. So, and again, well, all the schedules up top. And also,
Yes.
I should have said, if the Rams lose tonight, Seattle can't drop any further than the 5 seed. So,
so big stakes on that. Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of what I think, because of the Trent Williams injury, because of how Christian McCaffrey looked, which was very tired, I would think Seattle wins this game, even though it's in San Francisco, which means San Francisco could either be the 5 or the 6, probably the 6. So in terms of these two, I think Philadelphia plays Washington. I think that's a guaranteed win. Chicago plays Detroit. That's far from a guarantee.
Yeah.
I would guess Chicago wins, though, just because of how beat up Detroit is and because of stakes and yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to go with Seattle 1, Chicago 2, Philadelphia 3. I got to go with our boys in blue. I mean, Carolina at 4. And then 5 seed, I do think it's going to be the Rams. So then the Rams would end up going to Carolina. We got that Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford showdown again. And then the 6 seed will be San Francisco. San Francisco will play Philadelphia, run into that buzzsaw yet again. Philadelphia will just run completely all over them. And then, yeah, that's how it's going to shake out. And then the playoffs, remember, are they reseed after each round. So Seattle, if they get the 1, or if San Francisco gets the 1, they will always play the lowest seed. So, decent chance that they will play an NFC West opponent pretty quickly as well. Since there's 2.
Yeah, unless Packers win.
Unless Packers win, they have to go to Seattle, and that's never something Packer fans want to see in the postseason.
No. But can I I feel like I've just been haunted by a vision, okay? Because I think here's the like fairy tale ending is, like you said, Seattle wins. They should probably win. By the way, if they fucking win, I'm all in. He should be coach of the year. I know he probably won't.
That's fair.
Not betting favorites. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's an unbelievable season. That should be what happens. But there once he did. Zach, I've just been haunted by this. It's like Ghost of Christmas Future.
Okay.
We were all like, the Niners are dead.
I know.
The Niners are done. If the Niners win, walk with me on this. They're 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
They get a bye. Everybody comes back. Suddenly their window's wide fucking open. They all told me it was closed. By the way, Shanahan called Purdy an assassin this week. That was a crazy quote. They get there. You're telling me they get a bye and then Packers at home? That's a guaranteed win. I've seen that story 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible.
True.
Then you get to the championship game and it's Niners Eagles again, or Niners. I mean, I would love somehow we end up Niners Seattle again.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think Niners 1 seed, and it's like, oh, how have they not been a favorite the whole fucking time?
That's true. And I mean, if they get 2 weeks to prepare because of the bye week,
it's crazy.
It feels like Brandon Ayuk suddenly, solves all of his issues with San Francisco, right?
And I hadn't thought about this. The Niners in a Chiefs-less playoffs.
I know.
No big bad waiting for them. It's just them, dude. I would love 49ers Bills. That'd be the most fun team for the Bills not to win another Super Bowl against.
We'll see. Let's take a look at the AFC because it's a little more complex.
This is insane. I was waiting for this. Okay, this is crazy, Zach.
Okay, so again, the only thing truly locked in is that the winner of the AFC North matchup is the 4 seed. That's all we know.
Yeah.
The 1 seed could be Denver, New England, or Jacksonville. Jacksonville has an outside chance. Probably not going to happen, but it certainly could. So if Denver wins, they're the 1 seed. Easy. If Denver loses and New England wins, they're the 1 seed. Easy. If they both lose, then Jacksonville will need either Houston to beat the Colts Oh, they'll need Houston to beat the Colts, the Chargers, obviously, in Miami to win both of those games, and then nothing matters in Jets Buffalo. Otherwise, they can get the Colts to beat Houston, and then both of those, and then you can see on the bottom here, the Jaguars need at least 4 of these teams to win. Arizona, Carolina, San Francisco, the Giants, Patriots, Packers, Commanders, and Ravens. If they do, then they can force a tiebreaker if they can get in, essentially. But most likely Jacksonville is going to be the 3rd seed because I can't imagine the Patriots lose to the Dolphins, but maybe. And then Denver plays the Chargers. Again, the Chargers already announced they're sitting all their players. So it sounds like everyone's kneeling for the Broncos to get a 1 seed, which is very dangerous because I don't think there's a better home field advantage in the AFC because of the climate, because of the fans, because of all of that. So that's kind of a nightmare. 2, again, Patriots, they win. Denver wins. Patriots are number 2. Chargers, they can only fall to 7. They can't fall completely out. So if they lose, they're pretty much guaranteed that 7th spot. They're currently number 6. And then Houston will play Indy, who Indy's been pretty bad. It's in Houston. You know, bada bing, bada boom. Sauce Gardner just came back. He's already hurt again, and he's trying to defend himself. But the matchups that we could potentially see, if we are predicting, Denver probably number 1. Who do we want to see the Patriots go up against? Because the Patriots versus Buffalo right away, like, it's great. But do we want to see that matchup a little bit later on? I don't know.
If you saw, I probably messed up the screen for a second, but I got it back. What needs to happen for the Pats to be 3 and Jags to be 2?
Pretty much the Patriots just have to lose, and Jacksonville probably just needs to win. So Jacksonville wins. So there's a scenario here where Patriots could win and Jacksonville could still jump them, it looks like, which is interesting. So in that case, Jacksonville wins, Houston wins, Chargers beat the Broncos. Oh, that because the Patriots have moved to the number 1 seed.
Okay.
So Denver could fall all the way to the 3rd seed potentially.
Interesting. So here's what I was thinking. I don't want to see that matchup right away. I think whoever Buffalo plays is fun, obviously. I guess on one hand, that game is more interesting. Well, I don't know if that's fair. Jags Buffalo, with Jags being home, is fun. I feel like Buffalo will be like maybe not actually favored in that game, but you know what I mean? Like people will kind of expect them to win. Yeah. But I feel like if the Pats know Denver's got it locked up, why would they want to be the 2 seed? Why wouldn't you want, why would you want any part of that when you could be the 6 and instead be the 3 and instead play the 6, who would be, who's the 6 seed in most scenarios? I mean, not great, but Chargers, more than likely. It could be Buffalo.
If Chargers, it could be Buffalo, could be Chargers.
I guess
one matchup that could be interesting is if Buffalo can get up to that 5 seed. Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson first round of the playoffs is interesting.
Yeah. I guess this is the way to word it without getting too bogged into it is to your general question. I think what's interesting for these top seeds is a scenario, no offense to them, but I think of the wild card and lower seed teams, you want to play Houston. So what's the scenario where you line up, try and get, if you can end up in a 5 seed instead, and play Houston, that's, not a 5 seed because they're a wild card too. But if you could somehow line up and get Houston, that's what you want. Because even if it's the Steelers, I think you want to see Houston instead of Steelers, Baltimore, or Buffalo.
I think Chargers might be the easiest pull here, potentially.
I was going to ask Chargers or Houston. Yeah, okay.
Just because, I mean, I'm afraid of Justin Herbert, but their offensive line's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of Houston's defense. I want no part of it.
Yeah, that's really fair. And so some of those matchups.
And Houston still could win their division, by the way. They still could jump up to the 3rd seed.
That's crazy. I've like ruled that out in my mind. So this one is so up in the air that I'm almost thinking through what I want to see. I really want the Ravens in. I just think that's more fun. No offense to Rodgers. He's had a good year. The Ravens and Derrick Henry have more juice, especially to your point earlier of like Lamar isn't playing like Lamar. So, and Mark Andrews hasn't contributed yet, and we know that's coming. So redemption for
Mark.
Mark.
Needs to lose a game. Yeah, for sure.
So I think I'm rooting for that. And otherwise, I hope that Denver, New England, or Jacksonville goes all the way. That is my most sincere hope. I don't want to have all this fun seeding and then end up with, I guess, Ravens, Steelers, or Buffalo making it out. Feels like the least exciting outcome. Chargers in Houston is fine. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Sure.
That
makes sense.
Houston would be fun as hell. I mean, that would
Houston
be maybe
would be
the one.
fun.
If they make it to the AFC Championship game, I'm rooting for them against anyone. But
if Houston can find their way to the 3rd seed so they can host a playoff game and potentially host multiple playoff games, that's their best way to get through.
Yeah.
Like Buffalo being on the road the entire time, that really hurts them a lot.
It's the biggest difference between home and away advantage. Yeah.
Like there's a decent chance Buffalo falls to the 7th seed, man. Like I don't think they will, but
in my head, I have them in the 7th seed, though. You're totally.
They have to go every single game. Yeah. Cards are stacked against them for sure.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to lose to the Jets, right? But
right, they probably aren't.
But like you said, there's a lot of scenarios where they beat the Jets and they still end up.
It would be 6. I don't
so
think
they beat the Jets. They're 6. Okay.
Yep.
So that's probably what's going to happen. But all right, here we go. Take us through the schedule.
So schedule after all the streaming service fiasco. Let's just nail down the schedule here. We start Saturday. There's no Thursday game this week. So we have 2 games on Saturday. We start with the winner of the NFC South gets the 4 seed, remember. And then the winner of the NFC West here, Seahawks versus 49ers will be the other Saturday game. They get the 1 seed. If the Rams lose tonight and the 49ers win, then the Seahawks would end up playing the winner of that first game. For sure. Okay. But yeah, so this will be the 4 seed. This will be the 1 seed. And then we will see if the Niners or Seahawks fall to the 5, 6, or 5 or 6. Not the 7. Packers are 7. And this is a poop emoji because the Buccaneers are playing as the worst team I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Sunday night. This is the game that we predicted potentially all the way back in week 11, I think. This is what the entire season has built up to. I still have plenty of the issue is I have a lot of bets that the Ravens and Steelers will both make the playoffs, but some of these will cash, and I love that. So, final game of the NFL regular season. Winner makes the 4 seed, and loser goes home, packs their bag. The head coach potentially is fired. Lots of heat around that for sure. Offensively for Baltimore, maybe they get fired. Defensively for Pittsburgh, maybe they get fired. Lots going on here. DK Metcalf, remember, is suspended. He was suspended for last game, suspended here. I believe his full name is Doris Catherine Metcalf. The Lions fan said his full name and made him spaz out a little bit. So the Steelers will be without him. And Marquez Valdes-Scantling will once again be the wide receiver 1 in Pittsburgh.
Terrible.
Yikes. This could be Aaron Rodgers' final game of his career. So a lot going on here. Must-watch game. No Metcalf could potentially be Rodgers' final game. Lamar Jackson. Will Lamar Jackson play? He has a bruised back. He's had a hip injury, I think a hamstring injury. Tyler Huntley has looked really good. Ravens have beat 2 teams this season above 500. Tyler Huntley's took both of those wins. Lamar Jackson has not beat a team with a winning record yet. So we'll see what happens there. TJ Watt had a surgery for a deflated lung, and he is most likely coming back for this game. Will that return make the Steelers win this game despite the offensive issues? Darnell Washington got injured last game for the Steelers. He has been the X factor for this team, I would say, on offense. He's a left tackle playing tight end, cannot be tackled, and he's one of the best blockers in the entire NFL, so that hurts the running game for sure. And then X factor here for the Ravens is Derrick Henry. Just came off of 30-plus carries, the most carries of his entire career, and was unstoppable against the Packers, ending my dynasty championship run in 2 different dynasty leagues. Very excited about that. Will they do that again? For one, will they just run Derrick Henry into the ground? And 2, he just had the most carries of his entire career at this age. Will he be sluggish? Will he be slow? Lots going on with this game. It'll be must watch for a variety of reasons, but this has the potential to be like, I don't know, like the stakes and all the storylines feels like game of the decade. It feels so exciting, I think. And it could be the end of an era. If the Ravens lose, there's a real possibility John Harbaugh's fired, which is interesting. Tomlin, I'm not so sure. I don't know if Tomlin would get fired.
I don't think Tomlin's getting fired, but I would agree on that assessment that it's not a 0% chance, but I think there's a higher degree chance on Harbaugh.
Right. But then Aaron Rodgers, if he loses, I mean, what's the percent chance that this is his final game? I think fairly high. So there's a lot going on. I'm rooting
for Ravens to win. I think if Rodgers makes the playoffs, he's retiring whenever that run ends.
Sure.
I think that's him going, told you.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Yep.
I'm going to end here. Who knows? But if they miss, you get another Rodgers run.
It does feel that way.
And the Ravens run it back. So that is really interesting because also I don't know if I want an offseason of everyone going, is Lamar Jackson good? Like, we've avoided it for maybe one offseason. And I don't know if I want to go back to it of like, is Lamar Jackson a starting quarterback?
I completely agree. The multi-year MVP, is he the best bet for the Ravens? I've already heard that a little bit, so I don't want that.
Yeah.
If the Ravens make the playoffs, they are, like you talked about earlier, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the playoffs. If the Steelers make the playoffs, I don't know. I feel like they're bound straight away.
Well, it's weird. Am I wrong in thinking like Ravens are the more dangerous team, but I think I'd pick the Steelers here
in this matchup?
In this game, this like one game,
it's going to be so close just because like I think it's low scoring. I trust Aaron Rodgers. I just don't think they have anything on offense right now.
No.
It's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's Adam Thielen. It's Pat Freiermuth, and it's Jonnu Smith. And their running game is worse because their best blocker is out. And their offensive line.
If they score over 30 touchdowns, Pat has a 3 TD day. In my mind, that's a shoo-in. Pat maybe comes through.
Maybe. Yeah, I truly don't know. And then I think they could very easily stop Derrick Henry on the ground. And if that's the case, can the Ravens pass? I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah.
Okay, Jake. So now we got to talk about Super Bowl predictions here. And we did this earlier in the year. We looked at the logo. As always, the NFL. The NFL tips its hat. Who is going to be in the Super Bowl based on the color scheme? And we looked at this and we were confused as everybody was. Now, lots of colors going on. There is like a pinkish red and a blue on the trophy. Is that a giveaway? I'm not sure. But I think there's one thing that makes a lot. I mean, you see pink, you see blue, you see yellow, you see green, you see red. Lots going on. It's a rainbow. I mean, we're in San Francisco. Like, if there's one city for there to be a rainbow, it's going to be San Francisco. And I think that is the telltale sign, not necessarily, it's not like it's a red and a blue color scheme like in the past. Like, we can't just pick two teams. So we got a rainbow color scheme. And what does that mean?
Get out of here.
What does that mean? I personally think.
What does it mean? Tell me.
Probably the first openly gay quarterback in the NFL is going to be in the Super Bowl. So we got Caleb Williams here for the Chicago Bears. I would guess that the first gay quarterback is probably going to be in the Super Bowl for the NFC side. That makes sense to me. So congratulations, Chicago Bears. That's the prediction there. But there isn't an openly gay quarterback in the AFC. Not openly. I've seen a lot of commercial a commercial run a bunch over the past couple of weeks.
This is an insane landing spot for your bit. Okay, go ahead.
This commercial with Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter. There's a lot going on here, and I understand it's probably showing the people of Jacksonville that, hey, a white man and a black man can be friends. We don't need to be extremely racist to people like this.
Yeah.
Like, we can be bros on the field, but they can be lovers in the bedroom as well. That's kind of, there's a lot of Nazi propaganda energy here and talking, except for the showering. Look it up. Lots of gay propaganda for the Nazis, but that's what's going on here. So in my opinion, we got a Chicago-Jacksonville Super Bowl based on the color scheme. Probably. That's scenario one. Any arguments?
I'm an ally, so no arguments here.
No, I think it's great. I think that's great for the game. And obviously,
I would unironically watch the shit out of that Super Bowl.
It'd be a great.
I want nothing but bad things for both. I mean, what a crazy game. Yeah. One of you's going to win the fucking Super Bowl. By the way, probably not in every household. If we watch that game, we would hate watch the Bears so hard.
I know. Fuck the Bears. I would love nothing more than the Bears to get their hopes up and then just get goose egged in the Super Bowl. That would be so much fun. I do
think it's always a good Super Bowl bet too of like which of these quarterbacks loves God the most. And I think Trevor Lawrence might have everyone beat.
Oh, for sure. If it's between Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence, 1000%. Okay. That's scenario one. Scenario two. So obviously there isn't a team or two teams that really complete this entire color scheme, but there's a lot of blue. There's a lot of red. So, and again, blue and red on the trophy itself. If there's going to be a year for this to happen, no Patrick Mahomes, no Kansas City Chiefs, no Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. They got hard knocks. They are no longer just kings of the AFC East. They actually are underdogs. They have all the chips on their shoulder. I think Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills could be the AFC representatives. Okay. And I think they could be the team of destiny. Like, this is set up for Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills, to win the Super Bowl. If they get there, who would even stand in their way? Because they don't have the Chiefs anymore. They don't have the boogeyman anymore, Jake. Oh, wait. The team they just played. The team that's built specifically to beat the Buffalo Bills. The team that is the boogeyman that's been lurking the entire time right in front of us. But we've been not wanting to, just face it. The Philadelphia Eagles. The Buffalo Bills will feel like they finally made it. They got the monkey off their back. They make it to the Super Bowl. And then they run into the Super Bowl champions yet again, except for this time it's Philadelphia. And they get absolutely smashed. I don't think it would be close.
If they play in the Super Bowl, it's a 40 burger.
They will get destroyed. They will be.
AJ Brown puts up 400 yards. He's so fresh.
Yes. Jalen Hurts will be the best quarterback in this game, making every throw. Buffalo would set the new record for most Super Bowl appearances with a loss. Right now they're tied with the Vikings at 4 lost Super Bowls without a win. They would be up to 5. I feel like this is what we're shaping up to. And again, a lot of blue, a lot of the blue-green. We got red there. If we're going color scheme, I feel like this is the closest bet we can get, in my opinion.
Oh, I have 2 color scheme bets. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. I'm going specifically off trophy. I think you nailed that. Okay. So we've got a purple, pink, and we've got a light blue.
Yep.
I think the least fun option would be that purple represents a team we've also been thinking about all year.
Okay.
The Rams make another run.
Why are the Rams purple?
Purple. St. Louis. Throwback.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're the most purple team on that side. This isn't my favorite pick. I think the more favorite pick is on the other side, but this is the least fun, okay?
Okay.
So Rams are the more purple team for the NFC.
Yeah.
And then that light blue's Charger blue. That's the powder blues.
Okay. Out in all LA Super Bowl. Interesting.
All LA Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh loses, of course.
Yep.
But that's a fun run. That's a fun Super Bowl. Hey, remember that time Justin Herbert, like Joe Burrow, made a Super Bowl?
True. True.
And I think Stafford would get another one, which I think is a possibility. So
For sure.
I think that's option one. I think the best color scheme fit, no doubt in my mind. And there's one reason we're not thinking about it, Zach, and it's because there's no fucking way these two teams make it. But if it's color scheme, it's in the AFC. Who's the purple team in the AFC, Zach?
It's the Ravens.
It's the Ravens. They make it in. They get hot at the right time. But who's baby blue in the NFC, Zach? Who does nobody want any part of? Rico Dowdle and the boys. Line us up. We get a Carolina-Baltimore Super Bowl. No one will ever be more racist towards Lamar Jackson than they are in that Super Bowl. True. And I'm not condoning it. I'm just predicting it.
Yeah. Boy, people would hate that Super Bowl except for us. We would love that Super Bowl so much.
I'd buy Carolina merch. No doubt in my mind. Rico Dowdle jerseys up the ass. It would be insane.
And to your point, if Carolina makes it there, they're going to be riding Rico Dowdle. And at that point, we can have the conversation of Derrick Henry versus Rico Dowdle because it's set up that way. That'd be very fun.
That matchup would be crazy. That would be so fun. But color scheme, that would be the matchup. Bryce Young in the Super Bowl versus Lamar Jackson could be like a future, like the only thing there's no one thinks Bryce Young's gonna be good.
No,
we'd have to like convince ourselves of like, is this the future versus the present? We'd all be like, no, but we could. That's such a funny matchup on paper because no one's excited about that right now.
No. And then you got Luke Kuechly and Ray Lewis doing media tours, just amping up their team. That would be good. Steve Smith would be talking all the shit.
Luke Kuechly must play.
Yeah, for sure.
If they make the Super Bowl, Luke Kuechly must play.
He deserves it. Like, please, just let him do it. He needs. I saw him do some media stuff the other day. He's very much in game shape. He looks good.
And then Shannon Sharp plays for Baltimore.
Yes.
He needs redemption too.
Yeah. Sure. Why not? He needs redemption. You're right.
That's the thing I'm most right about. Who else is pink? Is there any other? The Seahawks have a pink jersey. I mean, everyone has a pink.
They got they're the blue-green, I guess you could go with on that side. I mean, Rams are an easy yellow. You could do yellow-blue.
Seattle, Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's a pretty Carolina blue, but
I mean, if we're just saying it symbolizes blue and not necessarily baby blue, like Rams has the blue and yellow taken care of. Yeah, I suppose.
If I was honestly going off a full logo color scheme, we called this at the beginning of the year. I think it'd be Bills Packers.
Potentially, yeah.
I think the green gold is the most obvious color combo, and then red and blue. Like besides the pink, you'd have every color covered between those two teams. And I know that. And by the way, what a fun Super Bowl. One of these teams has 13 world championships. Another one's got fucking zip, dog. All or nothing.
Analyzing this a little bit more. So the other colors coming in like green feels more, I mean, it's because there's blue and yellow there. And I think this could be just like conference champion teams here. So we got the Bay Bridge here, the Golden Bridge or whatever, Golden State Bridge, leading up to all these trees. So it's like we got San Francisco leading up to Seattle here. So I feel like I like that. We got a 49er Seattle representation, or maybe Rams in Seattle. I'm not sure.
I like that.
And then on the other side, I mean, we got to get like a good red in there. I feel like it has to be it could be the Patriots too, Bills or Patriots.
Or the Texans.
And then yellow, I mean, could be Pittsburgh, I suppose. Probably not.
Yeah. Zach, I was going to... It's like, if you're walking me towards Packers 49ers, I was going to throw up. I was like, it cannot. The Packers can't go on a run, make it to the NFC Championship game and play San Francisco. I will hurl. I'll bet my life savings on San Francisco. That might be our only chance to win.
Do you feel any better about Packers meeting Seattle though? Because I mean,
at least we're not cursed by fate.
We are though.
We are. Brian Bostic's going to come out and somehow be on our hands team again.
Yeah, and the fucking replacement refs are going to be reffing the game. It's going to be a disaster.
I feel less cursed by Seattle than I do the 49ers, especially in the championship game.
I feel cursed by Seattle. I feel the 49ers are inevitable. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like there's divine intervention for Seattle, and I feel like the 49ers is just, they're the boogeyman. Like,
yeah,
here we go.
Seattle, I think there's a chance our curse offsets with good things can't happen that long to Sam Darnold.
True. Right. Exactly.
He's not yet exercised his ghosts.
Oh, what a bad time to see ghosts too. Or what if, oh no. I mean, this would be my favorite scenario. I like these teams in general anyway. What if the Seahawks go on a run and they've just been unbelievable? Sam Darnold's playing out of his mind. And then he gets to the Super Bowl and he sees the Patriots again, and all the ghosts come back, and it's just a complete derailing.
Who is the most haunting? Okay, let's. Who is the most haunting matchup for Sam Darnold? I was trying to think about that.
It has to be the Patriots. That's who we saw ghosts against.
I think it's them. I think there's no other AFC fun. No, I think it's the Patriots. I think that's true. That would be great.
Who did he lose to last year?
I know in the NFC who he'd be haunted by. Dude, Seattle's on a tear. He's finally on a good team, but his ghosts are still there, Zach. You should have never left Carolina. You were there. You were our boy. Sam Darnold's finally on a good team, and they lose to Rico Dowdle and the boys, dude.
What a fun scenario for Carolina. They get to beat Baker Mayfield to get in.
Yeah.
They get to beat Sam Darnold to go to the Super Bowl.
This is actually a Carolina Panthers redemption story. Yeah.
It might be. Do they have connections?
They get to the Super Bowl, they beat Denver.
Well, before that, they beat Christian McCaffrey in the Niners.
Yes. Dude, this is what happens. They beat Mayfield. They beat Darnold. They beat McCaffrey. Does that get them to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They beat,
yes, it does.
They beat Denver. Peyton's doing the coin toss. Fuck you for killing us. How dare you?
Back to this, right? Probably this.
Yeah, we get to the Super Bowl. I would love to find out that everyone in Carolina has held a grudge against Denver Peyton Manning this whole time.
Right. Yeah.
And Brock Osweiler.
So if the Panthers beat Baker, they're in.
Okay.
They will then either play Seattle 49ers or Rams, probably. But if they get 49ers,
okay,
it'll be harder for them to get the 49ers right away.
Let's say 49ers beat Seattle. They get Seattle right away.
They get Seattle. They get Sam Darnold. And 49ers are the 1 seed.
Yep.
They would probably then go play 49ers right away.
Boom. Done. They've won those two we've established.
Right. And then they will either play, they'll have one more left. They'll either play the Rams, who are still alive, or Eagles, Bears, probably.
Yeah. Who's left that Carolina can crush there? Who? I mean, they have the Packers number.
That's true.
Matt Stafford, is he?
I mean, DJ Moore is on Chicago now.
DJ Moore, 100%. Who else is here?
Yeah, they were the problem. They're just going back.
Carolina's never done anything wrong.
Yeah, the former players see their former abuser and they just freeze, and they're back again. Niners just beat the tail off of them. Is there a coach overlap? I can't even think. I don't think so.
This is now we're torturing ourselves trying to remember past Carolina Panthers seasons.
I know. True. But yeah.
But there's a fun matchup there. Let's end on this, Zach, unless you have anything else with this, which is you've taken us. By the way, what a job you did. I can't even imagine how long it took to put those playoff scenarios together.
Not long. I found them.
Oh,
So,
great. Well,
credited, not plagiarism.
there you go.
It's on the image.
Using your resources.
Yeah.
Love that. I like that they used cribbage board font.
I did too. I mean, it's always a good time. Yeah, for sure.
What's the matchups we want to see? You can give me championship game, but for sure Super Bowl.
The most fun Super Bowl matchup for me.
Yeah.
Would probably
most fun's funny.
Yeah. I mean, Carolina is so fun. In terms of like the NFC, who's more fun than them right now? Because and the only team I would cheer for. What'd you say?
I'd say Seattle.
I think I like Seattle. They're not fun to me. Like I don't want to watch. I understand they're good. I don't want to watch them.
Yeah.
The only fun scenario with Seattle is seeing Sam Darnold see ghosts. And the only thing more fun potentially than Carolina on the NFC is seeing Chicago lose. So it'd be fun to see them get there and lose. That's great. But I'll go Carolina.
Yeah.
And then
for a team to root for, I agree. I'm not going to root for anyone more than I would Carolina.
It just feels like more than just that. Like they're just so weird. I like their games. They're just they're odd. They're an odd team. The other fun one would be the other NFC South team. I would love to root for Baker and see him get there. I think that'd be very fun.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Those are the two most fun teams. Baker, yeah. What's more fun than that? I mean, Baker would be great.
Baker would be outstanding, and he would be so cocky like the last 2 months didn't even happen.
Yeah.
AFC,
I selfishly want a Harbaugh brothers championship game. That's what I want.
Sure. I do think Ravens are the most fun team.
Yeah, or the Texans. I just love them. I don't know if I believe in them, but
not
as fun.
I don't think their offense is fun.
No. But I love Miko so much. I think I mean there's no one more fun than the Ravens.
No.
I think for matchup I most want to is that fun or am I just rooting for the Broncos?
What's the most
I think
fun
the Broncos
outcome?
Defense is fun.
They're good, but I don't want to see. I would like to watch them because they're a great team. I don't want to see Sean Payton succeed.
True.
And again, I love him as a coach. He's just a scumbag. Like he's fun to root against.
I think I'm going to go this way for Super Bowl, which is I'm like, who's my biggest heel left? Like, who's the team that I would most root against?
Right.
I think the team I'd root against the most, I mean, it might be the Bears, but that's not,
agreed.
That's not universal. That's just, I hate you.
Right.
But I think actually heels would be Philadelphia.
For sure.
At this point.
Without a doubt. Yep.
So who's the baby face we want out of is Buffalo baby face in that scenario? I think they are on paper, but they're not actually. In
that matchup, they would be the baby face. They would be the underdog. They would be the team that has never got over the hump. They would, if they make it there, everything I said leading up to that, they're the team of destiny would be all over. That's what it is.
I think that is one really good storyline. The other storyline one is we haven't even talked about them making the playoffs. The best storyline in the playoffs we have not talked about because everyone would be into this. It's just not very likely. If somehow we got Aaron Rodgers versus Green Bay, that's the best possible Super Bowl. But it's just not very likely.
That would be probably the best. Again, unlikely. Number 2, and again, unlikely, might be Liam Cohen and the Jags against Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield.
That's so, yeah. I was going to say Jags Eagles for like, if I had to pick one team we would just all be rooting for against the Eagles, I think it'd be Jags.
Not me, but a lot of people.
I think that's fair. This isn't fair. I would say the Patriots, but they're the Patriots. It's not Drake May and Vrabel's fault that they're wearing the same clothes Brady wore.
I agree. I don't know what would have to flip for them to be heels in the playoffs, though. Like something would have. Right now, they're not heels. People love Vrabel way too much.
Yeah, so that would be a lot of fun. Them Eagles is a ton of fun.
Great game.
The game I would probably cheer for the most in the Super Bowl, you already called. If we and no one else would root for this, the Bills are going to be baby faces if they make it to the Super Bowl in so many scenarios. If we get Bills Panthers, laughing my ass off the whole time because now no one's rooting for Buffalo.
Yeah,
everyone is rooting for Buffalo to once again lose, you losers. We don't like you. We want Rico Dowdle to win a chip.
Is that the only team they would be true heels against out of the NFC?
Tampa, same thing.
I don't know.
Oh, I would love that. Baker versus the world would be great. I think otherwise, baby faces versus them.
I think Seattle might be the best bet to be baby faces.
Yeah, that would be interesting because Seattle's had such a better year than them, and they would like. But if the Bills make it there, they'll be favored against almost everybody.
For sure. 100%.
That is so wild. Okay. That's very fun.
Okay.
It's very, very fun.
Should we speed through a few of these questions from Randy that he has so graciously asked us?
Yes. Randy, I'm going to take one off the plate right now. I think I'm going to do a video about best matches of the year. Okay. So I'll take that off. Zach, do you have any matches that you watched that you're like, this is my favorite from the year? I guess
it's so hard to remember like what was the start of this year and not.
I mean, I think I know what your favorite one this year was.
What was it? With Joe Hendry and Orton?
Yeah, Joe Hendry, Randy Orton.
I mean, that was a great match. It was a really good match. Just to like help me set the scene in terms of the schedule. Yeah. Has Roman Reigns fought this year?
Yes, at the big shows he has. At Mania, it was Paul Heyman in every corner.
That was this year?
No. Yeah.
Okay, that was
WrestleMania was. Yeah, that was very good. I loved WrestleMania. I think people. I'm never going to be one where it's like, yeah, I didn't like the Cody Rhodes match. It still was probably the most fun I had watching a show all year.
Sure.
You really like that one. And then thinking of other ones that I know you liked from the year. Also at WrestleMania, but I remember you and I both really liked the, because I just watched it the other day because I wanted to see what we thought of it. We in our tier making list, we both really liked the women's triple threat. Io versus Rhea versus
yes.
Who's the third there? I'm forgetting all of a sudden.
Wasn't Charlotte, was it?
No. But we liked that match a lot, and we loved. I look back at it; it was one of my favorites. It might make my top match list. Dom's Fatal 4-Way. Dom won the belt. Dom became a babyface for one night.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker was in that match.
He was in that match. That was a good match, actually. That was really good.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I'm going to say my WWE list. I'm not going to do an AEW list, so I'll just tell you, Randy, and folks who watch it will know. AEW's had so many good matches. I just don't get them weekly, so I don't watch them as much. My favorite match of theirs this year by a long shot is so good is the Hollywood ending between Toni Storm and now I know she's in WWE and's got a different name, so probably not going to get her name right. But everyone will know what I mean when I say the Hollywood ending. It was great. It was so good. It's the only time AEW's tried to tell a story in women's wrestling since they started, so good for them. And sorry, shots fired, but it was fucking great. It was so good. Zach, you might like it because I enjoyed that. I'm like, that might be the most hardcore match I've ever watched. There's so much fucking spots in it.
Oh, really?
There's like high heel nail spots. It's crazy. So it was good. Otherwise, everything with Hangman Page this year has been good. So there's that question. I'm going to skip to
garlic bread or breadsticks. This is an interesting one.
Let's assume they're at their best. Breadsticks.
Okay.
For me,
I feel like the best breadsticks I've had are garlicky. So I think I would go with garlic bread. because breadstick
Touche.
without garlic, I feel like isn't going to be good.
But I didn't know they couldn't be garlicky. Is that a stipulation?
I don't know. I just know the garlic bread's for sure garlicky.
I like that argument by you. How many pancakes can we eat in one sitting?
Probably a lot. IHOP's bringing back the all-you-can-eat pancakes for fantasy football punishments, which was a great marketing scheme.
That's good.
Very good.
Those kind of pancakes, not as many as I think I can. You know what I'm saying?
It's never as many as you think. They do soak up shit quickly.
I think without hurting myself, 5.
I haven't had an IHOP pancake in forever, so I don't even know how big they are. But
pretty big, damn big.
It'd probably be around there. It's never as much as I think. I always order
5
too
pancakes in my brain equals 1 cake, and I can eat a cake. You know?
Sure. I mean, that's true. That's a good point.
Anything else you want to answer for sure?
Favorite food takes. I'm trying to think of any that he's agreed with me on. So probably none. Gatorade or Powerade? I've flipped throughout my life. I almost always have been a true Gatorade stan. However, when they had sour melon Powerade, I was all about that. But otherwise, fully on Gatorade, I think.
I like the watermelon Powerade a lot. Or is it the white cherry? The white Powerade, whatever that is. Yeah. Because one of them it's watermelon, but for that one it's white cherry. I fucking love that. That's probably when I was getting a drink, like I would get that more than any Gatorade. But if you ask me blank, it's Gatorade. A powder in a big tub, Gatorade every time.
Do they even make Powerade powder? Probably not. Not as good. Tron, I know Tron gets Gatorade powder, so I will respect Coach Tron.
Worst sports game I've ever watched was a football game that Zach played in high school.
Franceburg?
Franceburg.
I gotta tell you, playing it was worse. I mean,
there's no doubt in my mind playing it was worse.
However, I know the sideline was way colder than on the field, even though on the field it was just standing water and ice. It was cold.
I mean, I was cold, but it was like, I don't even remember how it was. Just like this game can't end faster. It was bad. It had chapters of badness. We got killed by Leo Chenal's brothers.
We should do a full breakdown of the game and the delays and everything, and just pay an animator to animate it.
I don't think I could tell you one thing that happened on the field. That's the only thing I remember is like on the sideline, there was a lot of logistics talk. I know you.
I almost fucking got the ball to run it back. I almost.
That's the only thing I remember.
That was the only good thing in the entire fucking game. My job, they kept telling me, was, hey, you see that D1 center you're going against? We just want you to chop his legs and make him fall on you every time. And again, there's standing water on the field when it's like felt below zero wind chill. Super windy. We were a passing team that we could not pass because it was too windy. What a disaster. What a bad game.
We got home 9 hours after we left.
Yeah, we got to go to school at like noon because we got back so late.
You got to go to school at noon. They didn't let they did let towel and water boys.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because I remember that. That was a tough ask for Coach Mac. Can I come to school late? Why? Did you play? No.
That's fair. I remember I got to school. Everyone was already in class because school was going on.
Yeah.
And I walked in the door, and at the other end of an empty hallway was our quarterback, Jeremy Solom. And it was dead silent. We didn't say a word. It was just one of the most surreal, weird experiences. We slowly walked to each other and we just hugged. It was like we survived. We got back from war and it's over. You know, we will talk about it again someday, but right now, let's just
a hug that says it's basketball season.
Basically, yeah. We got through it. And then I found my best friend who tore his ACL on the opening kickoff.
Yeah.
And I yelled at him for being a traitor. And he was so happy. He bragged about tearing his ACL because he was not there at the game much longer.
That's the only thing I remember was when we came back to school, he was already there.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I got to go. So he was the only
It's
one
like,
I
I went
saw.
and got hot cocoa. I got donuts. I'm like, you tore your ACL. You had the only play you tried blocking the entire year. What a disaster.
Otherwise, worst profession. Can you think of a worst game you've watched, like, out of fandom?
There's been some bad Thursday night football games. There's a few, including the Broncos a couple years ago. I'm trying to think of a.
I have a funny one. There's probably worse games, but the Bengals Packers game where both kickers decided to forget how to play their position was insane. That's a fun one to think back on. Like, a kicker must decide this game.
Yeah.
Was terrible. That was awful. I've watched some terrible Twins games, but those aren't as funny.
Out of pure fandom, I was a huge fan of the Broncos and Peyton Manning. That Super Bowl with Seattle was so bad. It was bad for everybody. But if you're actually rooting for Denver, it's like, oh my God, what the hell?
That's a great pick. Yeah.
Final game of the year, Super Bowl parties. Like, what do we do? We'll end on this. Who do you think the performer was that year? Do you think it was good?
What a great question by you. 2013. I know whose house I was at. I'm going to say that was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay. 43-8. What a terrible.
Was that Beyonce?
You were right the first time. I don't even remember the other guy there, but Red Hot Chili Peppers. Do you know who performed with them?
No.
Bruno Mars.
Oh, I do. Okay. I was in the right ballpark. That was, because they gave Bruno the spot because he hadn't had any of his hits yet. So he didn't have enough set to do the whole one.
Kevin Harlan was on the call. That's got to be. That was probably the only saving grace for parts of that game.
Let's end on this, on the highlight. Let's wish this into existence. What's the best Super Bowl you've ever watched? Let's take the Packers out of it. I don't know if that would have been your pick anyway, but that's the only time I've ever had a team I was rooting for that hard. You got let's take the Broncos out of it when Payne finally won.
The Steelers-Cardinals one was really, really good.
Yeah.
You had
I think this is a basic pick. I think the first sports game I remember being like, I like sports fully, was Eli Manning helmet catch game.
That was really good. Honestly, the Harbowl was great with the theatrics of the lights
power outage.
And that was a really good game.
The Falcons Super Bowl was terrible and then had the best quarter of all time.
True. With that Ravens Niners Super Bowl, we talked about UFC in the past, how the fighters were superheroes and stuff. The NFL version of that at that time, and maybe it's just because we were younger, but I really don't think so. Ray Lewis was a character, and the fact that he broke his arm or dislocated his elbow and they were playing for him, that was such an interesting, crazy storyline. That was a good Super Bowl.
Well, that's how come I would have but I can't separate it from the bias. I feel the same way about the Packers Steelers Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because I was a fan of both of those teams, but Charles Woodson of it all.
Yeah.
Jermichael Finley never played another fucking football game. I don't think Jermichael Finley did play half of next season. Collins didn't play another football game.
Right. Jordy Nelson was huge in that game.
Yeah, Clay Matthews and BJ Raji. BJ Raji iced the Bears game.
Yes, he did.
The game before.
Never saw him again, but yeah.
No, so many players traded their whole futures for that Super Bowl. So that was good. I think, honestly, if it had a different ending, we'd all be talking about it more. The Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl Part 1 that the Chiefs won was an unbelievable game.
Yep.
If the Eagles win that, it's the best Super Bowl of all time. The game, the Nick Foles Super Bowl is great.
Yeah. I guess it was great. Yeah, I mean, he played super well.
And they won.
Yeah. Brady was terrible.
Yeah, so that's not fun. But yeah, the first Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good. It just wasn't the Kelsey brother yeah. It's the only thing that stings it is Jason wins and retires there is
But
still
the
in my
Super
mind.
Bowl celebration with him is top notch.
Yeah. Oh man. No, that's the best heel win ever at a Super Bowl. It's so good.
For sure. For sure.
Jason's over there crying and Travis is quoting the Beastie Boys.
True. Yeah.
Kissing his billionaire supermodel wife.
God, so funny. I mean,
Jason's can't feel his back. He's crying. He's got 6 kids. You gotta fight.
Travis can't retire. We need one more. We need one more moment like that.
He has to fight for his right to party.
He has to. He's got all off season to learn another Beastie Boys song, and then he needs to come back with a Brass Monkey or something. There's got to be a good line in there.
Yeah, sabotage. Listen up, y'all.
Yeah, of course. Happy New Year, everybody. We got another month and a half or so, 2 months of shows, and then after the Super Bowl, we got one more, and that'll be the end of the season. So plenty of time left with us. Once more NFL games trickle down, I think we'll have to do a little bit more nonsense, which is, once again,
love it.
We'll hit our stride. Lots of good stuff. If you have anything you want us to see, any specific segments you want brought back or games you want us to play, let us know, and we'll see you soon.